one team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Sooners will kick this away to get us going. And he takes this from inside 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a short completion of the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down play coming up.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quick pass, the catch is made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And you've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very...
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Back to pass. It's Brown. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Second down and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. An important third down and goal now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Grab behind the line. It's Zimmerman. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. So it's second down and long here from the 13. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Makes a quick catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score. Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down coming up.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. They try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
Miami 6, Oklahoma 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He makes the grab. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
With the carry, it's the runner. Brought down.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Runners that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has a great...
It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Off target and incomplete.
It's now second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Canes looking to keep this drive rolling. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Picks up 4. Second down.
Now play number 9 on this drive. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Caught quickly. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 13, set to kick off.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's really a pretty simple thing here by this quarterback. He sees press man on the outside, so he sends his receiver on a go route, and he hits him in perfect stride for a nice gain downfield. And to be honest, Chris, This is a matchup I'm sure he's going to be looking for as often as he can.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Brown. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line.
Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
The pass rush closing in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught for the completion. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. And the Canes will come to the line to run the hurry up. And they get the completion. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. He's running out of time here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Brown. And it's intercepted, deflected at the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Canes. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's picked off in the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Turner choosing to field this one. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Miami 25, Oklahoma 6.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Touchdown for the U. This offense really clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Ball handed off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch is made. Room to run here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Great effort there to get points before halftime, but they bring him down, and the clock runs out. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Miami 33, Oklahoma 6.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a solid game. Lose the ball to the 29.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least pick up some positive yards.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Brown. It's an out route, the catch made. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the beatdown continues. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And now the defense able to bring him down.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last possession they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Brown. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a 4th down completion. It's incomplete. Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the option play here. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Important second down play coming up. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he'll be brought down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
They look to throw it here on second down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. This return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. He'll set the offense up at the 31.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Miami 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up for the 2nd and goal. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? That's a second and goal play for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Delivers the touchdown, but gets hammered. You talk about toughness at the quarterback position, Kurt. That was it.
How about the defender who hit the quarterback? How frustrated this guy's got to be. If he's there just a split second earlier, he could have come up with a sack that would have prevented that touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Looking to scramble. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go on the move, launching deep.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. It's a quick grab.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes are going to cash in this red zone trip. And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Running play called on third and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
no good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
14, Miami 6.
This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. First and 10 now for the offense. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first and is still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he cannot escape defense with a sack. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Look out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create here on the move. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Fighting him off. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. We've got some things to work out here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The PHC is good, so the lead is 21-6. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And it's good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's caught downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Canes will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And just, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami and the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Hurricanes looking to cash in here in the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Zimmerman. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown for the U. Strong fight back. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defensive coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run the option. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down after that running play. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go now. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Being serious, the offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there, they just weren't able to complete it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They're battled back to go in front now. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26.
Georgia offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He shreds the tackle. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
They're backed up, 2nd and long at the 19. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime. receiver screen. He's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one.
Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And they'll run it into the end zone, so now it's an 11-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16 and would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Powers through. Finds room at the 30. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that 2nd and 3rd level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Passes the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 32, Georgia 21.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards. They came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal. What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that one's picked off. What a play. Past the 50. At the 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play? Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Canes. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And they'll stop him after a short game. Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He's looking deep here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Short pass finds the tight end. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw again. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. Down late wait, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Caught near the sideline. It's Zimmerman. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Canes are in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. QB to the tight end for a completion. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Coming up, second down and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown for the U.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Great job here by the defense.